Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Nam Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Shuhudantikam Vandeyam Sri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Brajanadaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Patan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shri Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Sri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Panjakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyo Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Kam Karoti Vachalam Bangam Langayate Girim Nitrupadam Munde Shri Gurundanataranam Paramananda Madham Sri Krishna Hare Krishna. Actually, in the last minute, I decided. I wanted you all to see the pictures so that I can convey the message. So I can convey the importance of this verse. Hope you're all doing well. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you very well, Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
You know what this verse is? Asacheshta kashtaprada vikatapashalibiriha prakamam kamadi prakatapata pati vyatikare gale bhadva hanyeham iti bakabid bhartmapagane kurutvam utkaran avati sayata tvam anayita. While here on the revealed path of devotion, I have been attacked by the hideous gang of lust, etc., who have bound my neck with the troublesome, dreadful ropes of wicked deeds. I am being killed. Cry out piteously like this to the devotees of Sri Krishna, the destroyer of Baka. O mind, they will save you from enemies. I am repeating again. While here on the revealed path of devotion, I have been attacked by the hideous gang of lust, etc., who have bound my neck with the troublesome, dreadful ropes of wicked deeds. I am being killed. Cry out piteously like this to the devotees of Sri Krishna, the destroyer of Baka. O mind, they will save you from the enemies. I hope you understood the importance of, that is the one reason why actually I want to put the pictures, So, what is that? So we are actually on the highway on the highway of bhakti. But suddenly, actually, what is our destination? Golok Vrindavan. What is our destination? Serving Radha and Krishna. This is Raghunath Das Goswami is telling. Then suddenly we are attacked by a band of thieves, and it's a gang. What is that gang? Who are there in this gang? Prakamam kamadi prakata pati yatikare. So the first word that is given is lust. So there are 6 robbers. Can you see there is a rope actually, They put a rope on the road, because there were no cars those days. They put a small thing. Means without crossing them, you cannot go forward. What are those? Who are those? Who are those people? Lust, anger, envy, greed, pride. Anyway, it's not visible. So best thing is the previous picture. So who are these people? So there are 6. Sorry, some problem. There are 6 enemies. There are 6 robbers on this path. Gang of robbers. Who are those? Lust, anger, envy, greed, pride, false ego, illusion. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. You know? So, but he said with lust, etc. Kamadi. You know? See, so the main one is lust, and the main one is lust, and his associates are krodha, anger, and lobha, greed, moha, illusion, mada, pride, matsara, envy. Right? These are highway robbers. You know, we are all victims of this. How many of you agree? Do you agree?
Agree, Prabhuji.
Yes.
You know, so these are the you know, I also raised my hand. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. That's why what is that? Anardhanivritti stage is very long stage. Once we clear Anardhanivritti, one time I heard, sometimes in few months you'll be free from you'll attend the prema stage. You know, sometimes I heard even somebody said few days you'll attend. I mean, if you're intense in your bhakti, you'll attend prema in few days only. Hare Krishna. You know, so so what is that? Many people think they identify themselves with a particular organization, particular religion, particular temple, particular group. But there, you know, what is that? These six dacoits, they are very powerful. And whoever goes on the way, they're all arrested. They're all arrested. You know, even everyone who goes on this way, they'll be arrested by the 6 enemies. And we can't do anything. They sometimes, you know, they try to demand, and if we don't listen, they try to kill us also. You know? You know? Today, today's material education is actually telling, go ahead, be killed. Go ahead, no problem. You know? Actually, last week only we were discussing. What is that? Asadvarta. What is that? This mundane talk, this loose talk, in the village talk, like a prostitute. You know? So why it is like a prostitute? all our vasanas are there deep rooted in the heart. We were actually acting on them. But once we come to bhakti, we understand the highest, I know that highness of bhakti, we understand the sweetness of bhakti, and we stop it because by the grace of Guru and Krishna. And then what happens? These vasanas, they're deep inside. Suddenly, when you come across this asadvarta, when you start listening about the local news, the Indian news, then the what is that? Loose talk, the offenses, the criticism, immediately these guys who are deep rooted inside these vasanas, they smell it and they come out. You know, that's why asadvarta, this is like a prostitute. But apart from that, even if you stop it, you stop associating with the other guys, and you stop associating with other people. Sirs, ladies and gentlemen, Prabhus and Matajis, what is that? There are 6 highway robbers. I want everyone to repeat: Kama, Kama, Krodha, Krodha, Lobha, Lobha, Moha, Moha,
Moha,
Mada, Mada,
Mada,
Matsara, Matsara.
Matsarya.
Pride, false ego and delusion. Is that today's verse interesting?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, I mean, I'm actually not that with seriousness I'm telling, I'm equally the victim. So we probably, where do you want to go? Golok Vrindavan. I want to become Krishna's friend only. Okay. I want to become Radharani's associate only. Okay. I want to become, but do you know the obstacles on the path? When the cricketer, is taken, when he is going onto the crease, but he wants to score in the district level, the state level, he scored tens and thousands of centuries. Now he comes to the international cricket arena. The way he was determined, the bowler is also determined to take him duck. He wants to score a century, but the bowler wants to take him duck. Likewise, we all want to go back to Golok now, and we have our desires and wishes, choices. But there are highway robbers. No one can cross them. See, Raghunath Das Goswami, what is he telling? So that's why it's called Manahsiksha. It is there in the mind. It is there in the mind. And what is that? Kamadi. I don't know how many of you know, like one lecture I heard, like Ravana shoots an arrow, Lord Ramchandra shoots an arrow and it takes out the head of Ravana. Head is gone. All the monkeys are evolved. War is won. Ravana was killed. Then everyone was watching. Suddenly, one became 2 heads now. Ramchandra was shocked. Then again he took an arrow, another, and he shot an arrow. What is that? 2 heads are cut off. All the monkeys jumped. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Ravana's, the trunk fell down. But 2 became 4 heads. 4 became 8 heads. Likewise, 8 became 10 heads. Ravana's become more and more powerful. So Ravana represents lust. So likewise, if you see, you control for a few days, agitated. The dust of lust. When Yashoda put Krishna down, Actually, Yashoda was throwing Krishna up in the air. And Krishna was smiling. Krishna is so there is one lecture actually on this. Krishna was, like, when the parents throw children up, the children laugh. There is no fear. Why? They have full confidence. They have full faith in the protection of the parents. Not that parents will do like this and leave it like a ball. No. So Yashoda was doing this. All the modern today's parents, they were actually imitating Yashoda. But suddenly, one time she caught Krishna and she could not lift him. Yashoda was becoming heavy. Krishna was becoming heavy. Yashoda could not lift. Finally, Yashoda had to keep him grounded. She could not even hold him. Then immediately, she went inside. She called to call the Brahmins. There is some problem. But immediately the whirlwind came. The entire Gokul was filled with the dust. You can't even see the dust of lust. You can't see. You can't see it all. And then what happens? For a moment, everyone's eyes were there. Their eyes are fully open, but they can't see anything. It's pitch darkness, and the dust rose in the sky. The dust of lust, right? But Yashoda, eventually. So when that happens, we have to take shelter of Krishna Hare, Krishna Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What is that? Kamayesha Krodayesha Rajoguna Samudbhava Mahasana Mahapatma Vidhi Ena Hivairina. Lust only, Arjuna. Kamayesha. When it is unfulfilled, it will turn into wrath. When it is unfulfilled, it will turn into wrath. So what is the first verse of Manahsiksha? Give up the pride. Sadadambam hitva. Again, that pride came here. Because this pride is one of the companions, one of the members of the gang. Why is Raghunath Goswami telling again and again and again? Because our goal is very lofty. Our goal is very lofty. So he's telling, he's clearing our path. He's clearing our path to Godhead. He's actually, at least, like a, what do you call, when we have a Google map, this Google, if you put Google, put directions in Google, they show here is a petrol pump, there is a restaurant, like that. So Raghunath Goswami is showing, hey Prabhu, here there are 6 highway robbers. There is actually first verse itself. You're chained by the darpa, false pride. Yeah, otherwise your vehicle will not start. Then as you start driving, suddenly the 6. And what happens if you're not careful? They have their own ropes. The ropes of wicked deeds, they'll arrest us. That's it. Where do you want to go? Goloka Vrindavan. What Goloka Vrindavan? You cannot even move an inch from here. Let me see who will come and release you. And because of that, then what? Once they arrest you, we are their slaves. And what they will do? They'll make us work. If not, even we work. Sometimes they choke us too. They choke us. They never leave us. Kama, Adina, Aparita, Kadita, Dana, Dunidish. That verse is there actually. One verse. This is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Recently But like, I've been a slave by the, by these anarthas. Recently, I came to my senses and I'm praying, but they don't leave me. Tongue says I want more, more, more. Nose says I want good smell. Skin says I want the touch of opposite sex. Ears want to hear the, you're so beautiful, Prabhu. So beautiful, Mataji. You're amazing, bro. You're amazing, Mataji. We want to hear these sweet things. You know? Actually, I'm talking only to this Manahsiksha. I would not dare to speak this topic otherwise. Um, I'm also here. I'm also chained. What is the solution? There is a solution. Next screen. But before that, actually, Prabhupada explains this in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Actually, for this verse, Kamesha Krodesha Rajagunsattva. When the lust is unfulfilled lust triggers anger. There Prabhupada writes, enemy, the mind has these five senses or five horses. Mind is considered the sixth sense, but mind is more powerful. Mind holds all these five senses. The chariot analogy, the five senses are considered horses, five horses, and the strips of leather, the reins, that is mind, and reins are held by the charioteer, buddhi. And when the charioteer control, in other words, when the charioteer holds the reins tight, then horses, they go on the highway nicely. When the charioteer is weak, then he will let loose the ropes. When he let loose the ropes, then horses can see. In other words, when the intelligence is weak, the mind will get the liberty. And mind will freely leave the sense on the road. Imagine horses, if they see great grass by the side of the road. Do you think they will run on the highway? No. Immediately they get down the road to eat the grass in the same speed. Then what happens? The passenger soul meets with an accident. So Krishna says in this verse, Prabhupada writes, intelligence is police. Mind is a thief. But what mind has done? Mind has bribed the police. Mind has bribed the intelligence. That's why our intelligence is materialistic intelligence. I want job. I don't have qualification. Modify the resume. Put it. All right. How many years? 7 years. 7 years means they'll give only, this much money. If you put 10 years, they'll give more money. But I don't even know that. Don't worry, put it. All right. So anything we want, mind dictates the intelligence, and mind dictates the intelligence, and intelligence listens to mind. That intelligence is mental intelligence. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what we have to do, once we come to this type of programs, the intelligence becomes sharp. When the intelligence becomes, I'm a police and this guy has to listen to me, but I'm listening to him past billions of lifetimes. Yeah, you are police. Actually, I'll tell you, this police and thief both they colluded each other, and they are giving us trouble. Band baja rahe hamara soul. But actually, intelligence is actually police. So intelligence has to be purified. That's why once you come to Hare Krishnas, not any others, only Hare Krishnas. Why? Because any other process, and I'm not telling other processes are wrong, but they're not easy. You cannot stay in America, you cannot do your jobs, you cannot stay with your families and practice bhakti to go back to Godhead. Bhakti school only allows grosthas. Ashtanga Yoga doesn't. Jnana Yoga doesn't. Bhakti school allows everyone. Whether you're single or double, whoever here it allows. That is Bhakti school. You know, so everyone is fallen. I'm also fallen, actually, unlimitedly fallen. So, but what we have to do? So we have to, when we come to bhakti, Krishna actually gives the initial mercy. He gives us strength. Immediately, our intelligence wakes up. Oh yeah, yeah. You're not the body, Prabhu. Really? You're a spirit soul. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Immediately, good. That mercy, Prabhupada mercy flows. And next 2 to 3 months, you just follow regulatory principles. Haribol. That is only beginning, sir. One lecture, Radhanath Swami said, following for just that is only beginning. Once you come to Bhagavatam, so many things you have to give up. Once you come to Manahsiksha, you know, actually, Manas Bhagavatam is enough because these are there in Bhagavatam also. Sometimes if what is that? You don't wash the pot, or if you boil the milk and you forgot, and the milk is so burnt out, then the last layer of the milk becomes so charred, it becomes so black, it becomes integral part of the pot. Likewise, the vessel. Likewise, these lust, anger, and greed, they have become integral part of our consciousness, and we think that is okay. It is not okay. I will tell you, the biggest culprits in this area is movies. Movies, novels, and I was seeing, I understood my consciousness is affecting, and I started watching movies actually before coming to Krishna, just before coming to Krishna consciousness. But and the movies I watched, they died also. It is here. Excuse me. So the point is, it's there in the mind. When the Maya attacks, without, Maya has control. You don't have control actually. It took a long time for me to realize actually. Anyway, so the point is, and I'll tell you this $1 million statement. I loved it to tell. Maya, like for example, when Maya attacks any pleasure, it gives. If you enjoy, you will suffer. If you suffer, austerity, that is very good for your spiritual life. But so Maya makes you happy, that happiness is serious suffering. This much happiness, this much suffering. That is material world. This much happiness, this much suffering. That is material world. Sivaram Maharaj writes, and I can't share this with you. So for materialists, devotees, of course, everyone is a devotee. Wife and husband, children, you have to, they're Krishna. You have to keep Krishna in the center, and then that's fine. If not, Sivaram Maharaj says they are also your enemies. They are thieves. Sivaram Maharaj writes, because you're attached. You love it. You love that. And this Rasikabu Prabhu, I can't forget because he's Grostha, he could make that statement. He said, what is that? Ganga has the bank, has how many sand grains he asked one day. So much from Himalayas to Bay of Bengal, unlimited sand grains because the bank, this side and this side. He said, that many lifetimes we are married. I said, we have kids also. This is nothing new, he said. I told him, Prabhu, only you can say this week. I cannot tell this. But anyway, he said, so the point is, if we can Krishnaize our attachments, then that's the best. Family is a fort. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, what is that? When I come home, I see Golok Vrindavan at my home. When we Krishnaize our relationships with everyone, family members, that is a perfect fort. What Prabhupada has achieved, no one has ever achieved in the history of the mankind. Prabhupada was Grihastha having children. But why he did it? So for Prabhupada said, I am the best brahmachari. Actually, one lecture I heard, Prabhupada is the best grihastha, best brahmachari, best grihastha, best vanapastha, and best vanaprastha, and best sannyasi. Anyway, the point is, we need to, initially Krishna gives the intelligence, mercy. Thereby, we control our that extra, what do you call that, bad habits? If we start following four regulative principles. Haribol, it is over? No, it is not over. Actually, one more picture is not there. Because of that, we have adopted the false deeds. We have adopted the false deeds. We start doing wrong things. And because these 6 enemies, they tell us to do it. Tell the lie. You want name, you want fame, you want prestige. That's the next verses, they're coming actually. These are the gross anarthas. These are also actually subtle anarthas. So, anyway, the point is, what is that? Sharpen intelligence and control the mind. And mind will control the senses. Austerity is very good. That's why Prabhupada gave the process. Holy name. Get up in the morning. Finish rounds before Mangalarti. Finish rounds before going to office. Please. Everything is fun only means fun only. We will be victimized by these dacoits. And we place, we play in tune with whatever they tell us to do. Sometimes the type of devotees, they are very dangerous in the congregation. Why? They are already senior. They're already senior. But they're harboring these enemies. And the enemies tell them to do. Prabhuji, they are calling you, them only, they are not calling you. How can they see this? I am the senior most. Why they did not give me, they did not reserve a parking spot. This was a problem one time in one temple. Why they entertain only donors? I'm also a donor. I'm a devotee also. This temple is, this is another temple. This temple is, so discriminate. A person, a devotee, wants respect like donor, he has to learn a lot. He or she. This is all the 6 enemies. The 6 enemies. This is a world of envy. This is a world of envy. World of greed and anger. And looking for recognition in this world is useless actually. I'm telling this, but I'm a victim too. Please trust me. It's listening, speaking is very easy when somebody is listening. Trust me, I'm honest. So yesterday I was telling somebody, Prabhu, you're trying to glorify me. They asked me to give a lecture in their temple, and he was telling, I said, look, no, I'm a fallen, conditioned soul. Every day, not even one day goes without, becoming victim of these 6 enemies. Please don't glorify me. I have one lecture, Raghunath Swami says, when somebody glorifies you, what should we think? They don't know what I am inside. But one thing is there. These enemies, they torment us. We still have a choice not to act. So if you resist, they will not kill. Because if they kill you, they cannot pursue their process. So what they will do? But they make you work like a slave. That's the thing. So learn the Shastra, read 10th Canto, read Srimad Bhagavatam. So not 10th Canto, read Srimad Bhagavatam from page 1. And we should come out of this. And how? How? Cry out to Bakavid. Baka means a killer of Baka, the killer Bakasur, the crane demon, the killer of Bakasur, Krishna. Cry out to devotees. Cry out to devotees. Why not Krishna? Because devotees are merciful. They know this. I know they have experience. Sorry. Let me. Yeah. They have experience. So when you cry out to devotees, Arjuna, Nityanandaram, one lecture actually, that Devamrita Maharaj was giving, he said, when a lust attacks, fill your lungs with air and say, Nityananda, Nitya. Cry out. Now, Gaur, Nimai, cry out. They're tormenting. I don't want to. Please help me, please, my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Cry out to the, what is that? Arjuna, Pandavas. Cry out to Maharaj Ambarish. Cry out to Sukadeva Goswami. Cry out to Rupa Goswami. Cry out to Sanatana Goswami. Help us, release us from these shackles. And Radharani, Lalita Sakhi, Visakha Sakhi, Tangvidya, Induleka, Chitra Sakhi. Cry out. Then they will come and release. They will come and release. And so, and don't think Krishna is like, he is a small tiny boy, but this is Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you see Krishna Lila, whether it is Agasar, Bagasar, Sagata, whatever, you don't see Krishna using any weapons. With the lips he killed Putana. With his tiny hands he killed Trinavarta. And with his 1 foot he kicked and killed Shakatasur. Agasar, he expanded, that's it. Bagasar, hands and legs. It's not that it is impossible for Krishna. In fact, Bakasura is very tough. He was looking like a mountain. And Cowherdbas were scared just even seeing that. Immediately Bakasura swallowed Krishna. He swallowed Krishna. Krishna is so sweet. Everything with Krishna is sweet. But Bakasura, envious. So Krishna remained in his throat. Krishna created fire in his throat. We had to vomit. Krishna vomited. Bakasura was surprised. Krishna didn't die. With his beak, he tried to kill Krishna. Krishna caught hold of the beak. I know, many of you know, like in India, there is one particular, it's not vegetable. You bifurcate like this, ship, and if you want to eat it, likewise Krishna, he just bifurcated it, Kamsa was very hopeful of Bakasura actually. But Krishna, that is Krishna. So, I'm sorry. So my point to you is, when we read the scriptures, when we hear from Rupa Goswami, this is what Raghunath Goswami says. When we hear from Raghunath, Sanatana Goswami, this is bad. Give it up. When Ajamil was released from Vishnudattas, he did not go home. Okay, now I got relieved from, now Vishnudattas released me. They gave me extension on my body, on my visa. Now I regret. He did not go home to see his wife, how she was doing, children. Because he understood his whole day. He already died one time. 13 years he went to Haridwar and did sadhana. Same thing with Vilamangal Thakur. Vilamangal Thakur, what is that? Of course, Vilamangal Thakur in the previous life, he was a very advanced sadhaka. He trained up to bhava stage actually. He was sannyasi in the before life. But small mistake. And he had to come back. Once Chintamani, reprimanded him, corrected him in the night. Immediately he said, I'll go. Because those are Guru's words. He went to Vrindavan. But on the way again, he was on his way to Vrindavan. But not that, he went to Vrindavan just like that. Again, a problem. That is lust. So he happened to see a beautiful lady, married lady. And he became a victim again. But then he came to senses. That he asked the lady, can you give me a hairpin? They gave him and he blinded himself. He blinded himself. Then he said, no, I will not stop anywhere, non-stop Vrindavan only. So any impurity is there, that's gone. Then he went to Vrindavan. Krishna would come every day. Hare Krishna. Unless we get rid of this enemy, we go nowhere. Not just one. Kama adi. Kama plus adi. Means what? Anger, envy, greed, pride, false ego, illusion. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mata, matsarya. So we have to take shelter of this Bakavid. Means the enemy of Baka. So take shelter of devotees. Cry out their names. Call out their names. It's very important. See the greed. We have 7 minutes. And what is that? There is a Jivan Thakur in Vrindavan. Not in Vrindavan. He was actually in, he was in India. And he started living in Kasi. What is that? He throughout his life, poor, poverty stricken. He became old. In the old age, actually, you have more needs. He said, no, then what happens? No, I cannot be poverty stricken in the old age. I need little Lakshmi. So he went to Kasi and prayed to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva said, all right, I have a friend in Vrindavan, Sanatan Goswami. You approach him, he'll give you money. Oh, thank you, it works. Process works. Then he came to Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami, do you have the touchstone? He said, yes. Where is it? It is in my trash. It is in your trash? Immediately went and started searching the trash. Haribol, there it is. He picked it up. Sanatan Goswami said, if you touch iron this touchstone, if you touch with iron, it will become gold. You start touching, this is becoming gold. Great, Haribol. Fantastic. He went home. He became rich. So like intelligence. Humans have intelligence. He thought, if this is such a precious thing, why it is there in the trash? It means he has something extraordinary. He came and asked Sanatan Goswami, do you have something much higher? No, do you have something of higher value than this? He said, yes, oh yes. What is this? Can you give it to me? Sanatan Goswami said, you have to throw this, then only I can give it to you. So because he is the one who gave him the touchstone, he believed him. He strongly believed that he had something higher. He strongly believed if he threw this, he will. He threw in Yamuna. Anyone of you wants to try? Fine, actually. If you want to try, you can. It's fine. It's there in Yamuna, touchstone. And so give it to me. Sit down and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Actually, this devotee, he told me this TOP. In Mayapur, he told me this. They give us papers. We give them real wealth. We give them Nitai. We give them, Gaurav Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. We give them Radha and Krishna, Radha Madhava. That is real wealth. Oh, actually, he told me with so much confidence. Don't tell this outside, Prabhu. They will not give you. And I said, no. I said, we are. So look, Bhaktivinoda Thakur protection is there. And Lord Chaitanya wanted this. Prabhupada planned it. It'll happen. But actually, I meditated. That's true. We are just giving our. What is it? We come alone to this world. We go alone from this world with nothing. But in between, whatever we get, if we utilize in Krishna service, that is what is called bhakti. And Krishna takes everything from us. It's called karma. Choice is ours. We want to develop bhakti or we want to become the victim of karma. Right? So anyway, what is that? Cry out to Krishna's devotees. Arjuna, Pandavas, cry out to Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, cry out to Swarupadana Goswami, cry out to Lalita Sakhi, Visakha Sakhi, cry out to, what is that? Devotees, Ambarish Maharaj. They'll come and release us from this, from these deadly enemies. Unless we cross them, unless we are released, we cannot go further. We cannot go further. That's why we should be diligent in working on Guru's instructions. We need Guru's mercy. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll end it here. We'll continue this next week. You're liking it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, very much, Prabhu.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Prabhuji. Thank you,
Thank you
Prabhuji.
so much,
Hare
Thank
Prabhuji.
you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much,
Hare
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Dandavata Hare Krishna. We'll end it here.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam, Prabhuji.
Dandavata Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll end it now.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.